Good day, yogis. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, and there you will find my full streaming schedule as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment. My handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for it. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I stream on Instagram and Facebook, and the videos are then archived. Then I also upload the same videos to my YouTube channel, which is Simha Yoga Lab. And the audio and video on YouTube is a lot better than on Instagram and Facebook. So if you're not streaming with me, and if you're having a shaky time with audio video, then I would recommend for you to go to YouTube instead. All right, today's class is basics, which is Level 1, working with the basic poses within the yoga practice. It may not be all just yoga postures, it could be other kind of movement as well. So it is a mixed bag. However, it is a much more mellow, much slower practice, much more mindful in terms of alignment and safety. So this will be a really good class for those of you working with special conditions, limitations, or injuries. But please, if you're working with special conditions or injuries, you still have to be mindful about what is appropriate for your body and what is not, right? So please make some good decisions about what is going to be appropriate and productive for your body. Okay, for those of you with tighter hips or lower back, I recommend elevation. So sitting up on a block, a blanket, or a towel will make the cross-legged position a lot more accessible and comfortable for you. Okay, palms face up. Fingers come together in mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat, let the shoulders be broad, lips touch. And start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. And start to let your inhales even out with your exhales, so that the oppositional energies become equalized. Masculine, feminine, light and dark, positive, negative. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer and from the heart. Pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response, I will call it, and repeat the response with you. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Gato Piwa, Yaha Smarit, Budrikaksham, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. elongating through the left side of the neck. Chin toward the right shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll the center. A few more rounds at your own pace. One more giant circle, chin back toward the chest, pause. Taking the opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off your blocks, extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side. And turn your toes toward each other, and then roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in, take outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around. Back to center again, cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high, extend. Twist to the right on the exhale. Back to center again, arms up. Exhale, other side. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back up to center, other side. Back to center again, legs forward, forward fold. Draw back up, soles of feet together, knees apart. Now let's take some very gentle butterflies. Right? So you're not just whipping your knees up and down, right? So it's a very controlled movement. So you are controlling the up and down. Alright? Come back to stillness. Move your heels slightly further forward. Grabbing the insides of the feet, or if you have the mobility, thread the arms underneath. You can round your back in this forward fold here. Take it back up again. Draw the heels in closer. Once again, coming back to the other position. This time, when you take the forward fold, you want to keep the lengthiness of the spine the best you can. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you tip forward. Maybe press your elbows to your inner thighs as you draw forward into the forward fold. Right, so by pressing your elbows to your inner thighs, that will give you a little bit more hip opening. Take it back up again. Draw the heels further forward, separating the feet. Support with your hands behind you and pivot to your heels. Windshield, right where your knees side to side. So you're bringing movement to your hips and your lower back. Alright, so the next time you draw your knees to the left side, drop the knees down to the floor. So you're on the outer left leg and then the inner right. So you might need to move your right heel further back. So now you have a letter S with your legs. Walk your hands over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Start to twist about a little bit as you bow forward about halfway. Stopping at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper. Bow forward even more. Lift back up. Keep the legs as they are and then counter twist to the right. Back to center, support with the left hand. Take the right arm to parallel the floor, but keep the right elbow bent and the fingers are soft. Inhale, lengthen here as you draw the right arm back. Exhale, twist your left. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting here. Inhale, back to center. Reach your right arm up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, up. Exhale, side bend. And stay there and reach even more actively with your right fingertips. Take it back up to center. Right hand behind you. Left arm parallel to floor. Left elbow is soft. Left fingertip is soft. Draw the left elbow back, twist right. Draw the left elbow back, twist right. Draw elbow back, twist right. Stay twisting. Square back to center. Raise your left arm up. Extend on the inhale and then side bend on the exhale. Extend on the inhale, come back up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend. Stay side bending. Take it back up to center. Release your left hand down. Soles of feet together. And then let's take some gentle butterflies again. And then keep the right heel in. And draw the left heel back. Actually, no. Come back to windshield right arm. This is how we did it. Heels to the floor, hands supporting. Feet are separated. Windshield wipe your knees side to side, right? So let's come back to how we came into the pose. Alright, next time you draw the knees over to the right side, drop the knees down. So you're on the outer right leg, inner left, you're going to have to draw the left heel back a little bit. So now you're on a reverse letter S. Okay? Then walk the hands over to the right side, supported with hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to twist to the right and bow forward just a little bit. Inhale again at the halfway point. Exhale, bow forward more and twist deeper. Looking for the behind your right wrist as you twist. Inhale, take it back up to center. Exhale, come to twist to your left. Back to center again. Right hand to support. Left arm is parallel to floor. Left elbow bent and the left fingertips are soft. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist right. Stay twisting here. Release, come back to neutral. Raise left arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to vertical. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to vertical. Exhale, side bend. Stay side bending and reach more actively with the left fingertips. Take it back up to center. Counter twist to the left. Then, stay with the left hand, raise your right arm. Right arm is parallel to floor, elbows bent, fingers are soft. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Stay twisting left. Release that action, raise your right arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, lengthen. Side bend left. Stay side bending and extend through the right fingertips more actively. Back to center again. Release your right hand. Soles of feet together. And then let's take some butterflies again. Alright. Extend the legs forward. Raise the arms up high and forward fold. Let's bring the body back into left and right symmetry. Inhale, come back up. And then let's swing the legs back behind you, come to your down dog, and pedal out the legs. Walk it out side to side. Alright, let's walk your feet forward toward your hands. Come into standing forward bend. Let's separate your feet about mats with distance. Keep your hands supported, bend the knees if you need, and then with your knees bent, just dangle and hang forward. Let the head get heavy. Your hands are still supporting and just let the weight fall forward. Alright, re-support with your hands. Alright, and coming out of the pose. So with your hands supporting, bend at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit, shift the weight back toward your heels. Now, when you start to think about coming up, lift the head and the upper back. So you're coming through a straighter spine. Then, shift the weight back even more. Use the strength of the legs to come up into standing position. Now, let's go toward a wall. Alright, so you're going to stand from the wall, let's say about 6 to 8 inches away. Raise your left arm up. The palms are facing away from the wall. So your fingernail side is up against the wall. Reach your left arm as high as you can so that your left shoulder is lifting and the left side is getting stretched. Right? So even your shoulders away from the wall is just the top of the hand making contact. Now, if you want to intensify, lean the shoulder and the outer arm in toward the wall, and then reach your left arm even higher. Then lean the shoulder firmly into the wall and reach your left hand away from the wall, and then curve. So as you curve, it goes from the shoulders in toward the ribs. And then as you keep pressing, it might get to the waist and the hip. Keep the right hand reaching down as you side bend to the right. So now your hips, perhaps, is what's supporting you. Take it all the way back to center. Draw the hips, the shoulders away from the wall. Release. Switch sides. So you're about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. Reach your right arm up. It's your fingernail side that is touching the wall and the top of the hand. Reach your right hand further up so the right shoulder rises up as well, and press your fingernails up against the wall and reach. So you're getting lengthy on the right side. Start to press your shoulder toward the wall. With your shoulder toward the wall, reach your right fingertips even further up. Then really start to press your shoulder into the wall, maybe the ribs. Then as you reach your shoulders and the ribs toward the wall, right hand reaching toward the left, and then start to lower toward the waist, toward the hip, as you side bend deeply to the left side, and reach your left fingertips downwards. So it's really your hips or your waist that is supporting you up against the wall at this point. Come back up to vertical. Draw away from the wall. Release. Face the wall. Arms up. Now this time you're going to walk away from the wall by about a foot. Palms are facing up. Crawl fingertips up the wall and reach. Then start to press your chest and the chin toward the wall and looking upwards. And keep crawling your fingertips up. So now you have a back bend. Now, if you want to deepen that, start to press your belly and your pubis toward the wall. If you then want to lean back and reach the arms back for a back bend. Come back toward the wall, press your hands into the wall. Draw the torso away from the belly, away from the wall. Take the hands up against the wall and then release. Alright, let's come back onto the mat. And let's lower to the belly. And roll on to your, we do the left side first. So I'll turn around this way, left side. Roll on to our left side. Raise your left arm overhead. Alright, so you're going to start off all along the left side. Rest your side of the head to the arm. Right hand to the floor for support. Feet are flexed. Now, if you're feeling you're rolling forward and back and you're not able to balance, then walk your right foot forward, left heel back. So when you scissor out your legs like that, you're basically creating a triangle to balance on. Okay? So you're going to reach your left hand, palm facing down. Actually, maybe your fingernails. Just keep the fingernails. Keep the same orientation. Alright? The top of the hands to the floor, palms are facing up. With your hands supporting. Lift the head slightly so you're not pressing weight into your arm. Reach your left arm further out. And then now you can place your head down. Get a really nice extension. Now, if you can balance with your right hand, crawl the right hand forward and reach overhead as well and really extend. So both arms are extending. Now, if you want, with your right hand, reach even further. And start to release that. Walk your right hand back in. Press into your right hand. Lift the head. And then press into your right hand. Lift the head. Left hand to support the head. And then sink toward the shoulder. So you're getting this stretch here. If you want, with your thumb, press into your occipital ridge and pull the occipital ridge this way just a little bit. Right? Make sure you support very well, that you only pull just a little bit so you can get some of that extension. And release, lower back down, walk it back in, and then roll it over to the other side. So you're on your right side. Reach your right arm overhead, palms are facing up. Right? Palms are facing up so you can see them. Scissor your legs if you need the help. Left hand to support. Okay? So with that, lift the head. Reach your right arm further out, as far out as you can. Then once you have that extension, feeling pretty long on that right side, then you can rest your head back onto the arm. Staying here for a second. Then crawl the left fingertips forward and overhead and reach to your left fingertips. So now both arms are long, but about the same length. Then you're going to take the left fingertips and reach it even further out. Keep your legs supporting, right? And start to release. Walk your left hand back in. Then start to lift the head and reach your right fingertips and lift. Then bend your right elbow, support the head with your hand, and then think about letting the weight drop down this way through the side of the neck. Keep your left hand supporting. Then take the occipital ridge with your thumb and pull against the occipital ridge and sink it even more. And start to release. Take the legs back together. Draw back up. Again, roll over to left side. This time, for those of you who have blankets, right? Take a blanket. Or if you have a softer block, now the foam blocks, right, are rather hard, so they may not be very comfortable if you lay on top of them like this. However, if you have the softer foam blocks, it might be okay. But for the rest of us who have either blankets or towels, go ahead and fold it up. Now I'm going to start about here because I'm going to look for a little bit more intensity. So I'm going to take this, what is this, about 6 inches high. Okay? So this is going to go along my mid-ribs. So that's about mid-ribs. Alright? So again, scissor out your legs. If you need the extra support, reach your left arm forward. Okay? Your top of the hand fingernails on the floor, to the floor. And then reach out, support with your right hand, reach out. Once you have that very nice extension, let the head drop. Right? Allow the ribs to sink into the pose so you get a nice arch. And then if you want to intensify that, crawl the right fingertips forward and reach. Walk your right hand back in, lift the head again, support with the hands to the head, and then just let the head, the neck and shoulder get heavy. Right, so I'm finding all this openness to the side of the neck, through my armpits, through my ribs. And then if you want to take the occipital ridge, thumb to the occipital ridge, pull outwards, and then let the jawline, right, get heavy and sink in a little bit. Very subtle, small movements, okay? Be very supportive. All right, start to release. Take the back up first, right? And then be very careful about rolling over to the other side. So you're on your right side this time. All right, so support it with the left hand, extend the right arm out as far as you can, and then let the head release. So you're arching through your ribs. Then lift the head, support with your hand, and then as you gently extend your hands this way, let the side of the neck and the shoulder get heavy. So you can get that stretch to the side of the neck. Then if you want to intensify, using your thumb to the occipital ridge, again, pull outwardly. And let this part of your head get heavy. And start to release. Make your way back. Press back up. And come back up to child's pose. Let's bring the body back into left and right symmetry in this low fold. Now lift the head, bend at the elbows, take the thumbs to the chin. I am going to take Venus Mudra. And then pull with your thumbs, your chin forward as you draw the weight back through the seat. Maybe even feel like your belly is making more contact to the thighs, letting the ribs get heavier as you're going into a mid-back bend. Gently release and fold forward again. Alright, lift the head slightly. Walk your elbows forward, bend the elbows. Hands to touch the top of the shoulders, and then lean back in space, let the head release, and pull back so that the underside of the arms into the shoulder joints of the underside, and maybe even feeling like your upper ribs, feeling for the stretch. Remain here, but for those of you with blocks and you want to intensify that, you can take your blocks. Now, of course, you can go higher, and you want your blocks to be separated so that you have enough space for your head. And then just drop your head, let the head get heavy. And then start to release. Come back up to your shins, sitting on the heels. Alright, support with your hands. Walk your hands back. Broaden your shoulders. Lift the chest. Let the head drop back. Now, if your neck is not so strong and flexible, you can keep the gaze looking forward. But you can still broaden the chest and lift the chest for the back bend. Release, take it back up. And hands together in prayer, you're sitting on your shins, hands together in prayer. Press your palms forward as you brow on the spine. Lift back up again. Wrap the hands back behind you. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back. And then if you want to take the gaze up, you can. Release that action. Hands together in prayer. Take the other thumb on top. Palms forward. Chin toward the chest. Release. Take it back. Wrap the other thumb on top behind you. Broaden your shoulders again. Lift through your chest. Looking upwards. If you want to intensify, reach your knuckles away. Release, down dog, tuck the toes under, walk it out side to side. From down dog, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms along the side. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, arms along the side. Inhale, reach up, keep the arms up. Bend the front knee. Left hand to catch your right wrist. Extend, side bend to your left. Inhale, back up, switch hands, extend, side bend to the right. Back to center, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. If you're able to, right hand directly to the floor. Or if you need to modify, elbow to top of leg, Stack the shoulders, left arm up. So this is a modified side angle. The reason why this is easier is because if you don't have a lot of hip and lower back flexibility, it might not be possible for you to touch down comfortably, right? So by elevation, then you reduce the angle and the intensity going into the hips and the lower back to take this side angle. Extended side angle, left palm to face down and reach forward. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. Right? So all this still works the same, whether you have the full pose or the modified pose. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Come back up to vertical, lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Tip the left hip back, reach your right hand forward. If you're able to, right hand directly to the floor. If you're not, take the right hand a little higher. Right? Left arm up. So this is a modified version of the triangle. If you have a little bit more, but not all the way down, you can always move your right hand further down. And of course, full expression of the pose, triangle. Left palm face down, reach forward, extended triangle. Left arm up and behind you, half bind in your triangle. Now to come out safely out of the pose, right? Because especially if you have a full extension of your right leg right now in your triangle, to press into your foot to rise up could be a little bit tricky for your hamstrings, right? Especially if you're weaker or less flexible. So take the slightest bend to the knee, press into your foot, right? So that slight bend keeps your hamstrings safe. Then as you come up, when you take it into a reverse triangle, you can re-lengthen your right leg and reach up and back. Then bend front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward. Grab opposite elbows to find the alignment for your forearms to be shoulders width. Then take the forearms down, press your forearms down, press your belly and your lower ribs down to lift your chest. So this is Sphinx. It's a mid and upper back bend. And gently start to release. Walk your hands back in. Lift up into child's pose. Draw the seat toward the heels and fold. Take it back to the down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale up, keep the arms up, bend the front knee, open it up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left hand to the floor if you have the full expression of the pose, or elbow to top of the right leg. Elbow to top of the left leg. Right arm up, side angle. Extended side angle, right palm to face down and reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you, let your shoulders stack. Inhale, come back up, reverse warrior. Come back to vertical warrior two, lengthen out the left leg. Triangle, tip the right hand back, left hand forward. Left hand to top the shins, a little higher up. If you have less flexibility, you can always slide the left hand a little bit further down. And if you have the full pose, left hand down, right arm up. Extended triangle, right palm to face down and reach forward. Right arm up and behind you, half bind. Alright, so again, coming out of the pose safely. Take the gaze to the floor first so you can use your focus to balance. Bend your left knee ever so slightly, right? Whether you're higher up or a little bit lower down. Especially if you have the full expression of the pose, right? Bend your left knee ever so slightly, using that to help you recover. And then as you take it to a reverse triangle, you can re-lengthen your left leg. And then bend the left knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, and again, lower all the way down to the belly. Now this time, walk your hands wider, walk your hands forward. Now I would say, from the rib cage, go forward about 1.5 feet and a little bit wider off your mat. Okay? So press your hands down, lift your chest, take it to the fullest extension you have. And then sink into your belly and your ribs. Either stay here for a few more breaths or soften your elbows a little bit. Walk your hands back about 1 handprint. Still wide. Then start to press with your hands. Rise back up. So you're a little higher this time in your cobra. You may remain there, or if you have a little bit more, lower down. Walk your hands back, 1 handprint even more. Then lengthen and come up. Bhujangasana Cobra. Right? Wide, with the wider arms. Alright, let's take it all the way back down. Walk your hands back in alongside the rib cage, and then slowly take the seat back toward your heels and fold. Take it back to your down dog. Pigeon pose. Raise your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Draw the left knee in toward the nose and land the top left shin to the floor. So you should be in a pointed toe position. Land the shin to the floor. Angle out this left knee, left thigh, about 30 to 45 degrees. So you should be angling out already. Then with your right knee down, inch your right knee further back so you can lower your hips, untuck the toes. Then walk your hands back, lift the torso to a much more vertical line. Now this is where you investigate, are you in proper alignment, right? So your pelvis should be level, and the left knee, left thigh should be angling out a little bit, 30 to 45 degrees. You're balancing on the top of the shins. Now most of us, the left seat will not be touching down. If you are touching down and you're not very flexible, you're basically drawing all your weight to your left side and you're relying on the outer left leg to hold you up. Now in that alignment, it's improper in the sense that now your right waist, right lower back should feel really compressed because you're tilting to the side, and then for you to sit down, you're going to shorten the right side body, which then presses into your right waist. Right? So you're going to feel like you're tipping over to the side without your left hand on the floor. You're probably going to fall to the side, right? That's the result of sitting on the outer left leg. That's the reason why it's an improper alignment, right? Unless you have a purpose of avoiding any knee issues when you're taking the forward fold. Then, even though it's really not a great adjustment, it is okay. Right? It's acceptable, but it's not a great way of taking a pigeon. There are better ways. So, you want to balance on the shin, you want to be not sitting on the left seat, and you should be centered. If you did this right, your pelvis should be level, the spine should be pretty straight, and you don't even need your hands to help you support to balance here. So this is the proper way to balance here. Then when you're ready and you have all that set up, then you can walk your hands forward and lower your forearms to the floor. If you want to stay here, this is good. Or you can go lower by making pillows with the hands and resting your forehead. Wherever you are in this pose, just be centered. Allow the hips to release down toward the floor through gravity. Feel for the stretch of your left glutes, left thigh, left knee, left shin, left ankle. Now, if you want to work your right leg a little bit more actively, you can tuck the toes under, lift the thigh off the floor, and reach back through that heel. And so now, both hips are working strongly. The back of the left hip, so the glutes, or the front of the right hip through your quads. Of course, you can still do the pointed toe position and reach your right toes. It's a little bit more passive, but it's still extending. Your right leg is still working here. A few more breaths. Let's work on stretching of the ribs and shoulders again, right? So I'm going to lift back up, walk your torso over to the right side. So the left knee, left thigh is angling out to the left side, but I'm walking my torso and my arms to the right side. Right forearm comes down to the floor, left arm reaching out. So you're on your fingertips again, traction your fingertips to the floor, and crawling the left fingertips out, get long through the left side. Alright, take back to center, lift the torso back up, tuck the back toes, and press it back to the down dog. And once you step the left foot back down, and you have your circulation going, you can start to pedal out the legs, and get more blood through those legs. Releasing the joints of the knees and the ankles. Alright, second side. Take the right leg up. Draw the right knee in toward the nose. You're on a pointed right toe position. Angle out the right knee, right thigh out to the side. Land the shin to the floor. So it should be on top of the shins. Then with your hands supporting, inch your left knee further back. And then lowering your left knee, untuck the toes, lowering your seat. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. So investigating here. You're on your right shin, your right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. You're not sitting down on the right side. You're squaring your hips, lifting the torso up. If you did this right, you don't even need your hands. And then when you're ready, make your way forward. You can be on your forearms. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. And stay here for the next bunch of breaths. So again, you should feel stretch, openness into your right glute, right thigh, right knee, right shin, right ankle. And then again, if you're working more actively, tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, and reach back through that heel. So that should give you a lot more intensity through the legs. Or keep it untucked. And just work more passively into the hip opening. Then if you're taking variations, continuing with stretch, lift the elbows back up, walk your hands over to the left side this time. So the right knee, right thigh angles out to the right side, torso, arms going to the left. Left forearm comes down for support, right fingertips, traction, your right hand out, and reach. And start to release. Walk it back center. Tuck the back toes behind you. Press into your hands. Lift the right shin and step it back. Get some circulation back. Pedaling out the legs. And start to walk your feet forward toward your hands and take the seat down. Okay, so extend the legs forward, so I'll face you. Now, part of the reason why I'm doing so much stretch, particularly in the upper torso today, shoulders, ribs, arms, neck, is because during this COVID-19 health crisis, well, so many of us, maybe not all of us, right? We are sitting at home a lot, right? So for those of us who are working at home, if we're doing office work and sitting in front of the computer, we're sitting there for hours, right? And so it's really taxing on the lower back, your shoulders, your neck. Plus with all the stuff going on, I'm sure we're all tense, holding a lot of tension into your neck and your shoulders, right? Now, in contrast, if let's say you're not working, right? You're not exercising either, maybe you're doing chores, doing home improvement, just doing stuff around the house. Guess what? That is equally taxing on the body in a different way. One, there's static. The other one, overexertion, right? So if, I don't know, you're working with construction or something, right? So just leaning over, rounding the back, leveraging weight, you might feel a lot of tension. By stretching, extension, you might get some of those knots out. Your muscles will really thank you for it. So whether you're stationary, not moving enough, or moving too much, right? Both equally valid to take all this movement and stretches, right? So that's why I am doing this today, because I myself have been holding a lot of tension and just sitting a lot. And then by the time we get to dinner time, right? It's like all TV, and we're just sitting and glued on in front of the television. So I think many of us are along the same boat. And of course, if you're out protesting as well, right? There's a lot of lower back tension happening, and you're just really fatigued and tired. So anyway, with stretch is quite helpful for all of us. Okay, let's take Janu Shasana, left leg extended, sole of the right foot in the left leg. Left hand to the floor, right arm is up. Inhale, lengthen, slightly rotate to the left on the exhale, and then reaching forward, grabbing the foot. Re-lengthen on the inhale. Now, we tend to reach forward with the chin, right? I definitely do. So now I'm being extra careful, extra mindful about then taking the cervical spine back to a more neutral position, which means I'm looking down, but I'm not looking straight down. I'm looking diagonally forward, so toward the foot, and that will put my cervical spine back in alignment with the rest of my spine, and then hinging at the hips, tilting forward with a more neutral, lengthy spine and coming forward. Now, if you don't need your left hand for support on the floor, you can grab the other side of the foot and keep working in that forward fold. Start to release, come back up, and twist to the right. Take it back to center, switch legs, right leg forward. Sole of the left foot and the right thigh. Right hand to the floor, left arm up. Inhale, lengthen, slightly rotate to the right. On the exhale, reach forward, grabbing the foot. Re-lengthen your spine, come back to neutral with your cervical spine, and then exhale. Make your way forward. If you don't need your right hand for support to the floor, grab the other side of the foot and keep working progressively into that deeper forward fold. Take it back up on the inhale, come to twist to the left on the exhale. Back to center again, extend both legs forward. With your hands to either side, slide the hands out, and that will support the weight of your torso. Just take it back onto a reclining position. Keep the left arm out to a T. Draw the left knee in for the reclined twisting. Twist to the right. So you're rolling to the outer right hip, outer right leg. But keep your left arm, left shoulder blades flat to the floor so the rotation happens at the spine. Take it back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, and twist the other direction. Take it back to center again. Hug both knees in. And step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward, feet are separated, toes turned out. Let the legs release. Arms alongside the body, palms face up. Let the arms release. Let the neck, your shoulders, and the head release. Shavasana. Final relaxation. Begin to draw your breath back in and start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale from. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I really appreciate your time. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, and you will find my full streaming schedule as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is through Venmo. My handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for it. Classes are $10 if you're having a difficult time. $5 is fine. Please share with your friends and other yogis that you may know. I recommend going to YouTube if you're not streaming with me, because YouTube is it has the better audio and video quality, but they do go up a few hours after my streaming time because I have to upload them. So if you're not streaming with me, that's the better bet. All right, thank you guys. Have a great day. Be well, stay safe. I will see you soon.